It's Saturday, and you all know what that means. If you don't know what that means, then what the hell? It's time for a review, a Jurassic Park review, of a Lost World figure that I promised to show you guys today. But before we get on to the review, I would just like to take a few moments here just to talk about some Jurassic Park news that has been buzzing in the airwaves and making some shockwaves across the world, I guess you could say. I may cut that, I don't know. So Hasbro just released some images. They're not final, but released some images of the Jurassic World toys and what they're gonna look like. And some of you may want my opinions. I'm not gonna give you my full-out opinions about the figures right now because, as you know, those are just production photos. They're not the final product, so what we may see, the final product may be slightly different, so who knows. But as of right now, if you want my opinions on the Jurassic World toys, again, take it for what it is, being really early days here, as Jurassic Collectibles has already stated, really early goings right now, so there's still quite a while we have to wait. If you want my opinions of the Jurassic World Hasbro line from what we've gotten these photos so far, I'm like most Jurassic Park fans, I'm not all really that impressed with what Hasbro's put out there. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't have like it didn't. I just kind of at a loss for words. I don't know. I'm just not really impressed. It kind of looks like a Chat May line, and it doesn't remind me of like Jurassic Park, like the first 3 toy lines they did. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but hopefully they can fix it and I don't know, make it slightly better. See, this is what happens when you want my opinions early. I can't give them to you. Sorry. Whatever. Going on to the review now of the Lost World Pachy, some awesome, kick-ass, old-school Jurassic Park figures that looks just like the Crash Heart, almost, again. God damn, that scores this figure just like the Parasaurolophus. Some bonus points, because it's almost like the model, or almost like the artwork of Crash, but not really. Kind of based on it. Like you can see that it's got the blue and the gray and the white underbottom, so it's kind of. But JP23 Site.B on his leg. This was the adult Pachy, the larger Pachy you could buy, and you can also see the smaller version right here in the background. This was a larger version. Here's them, you can see. So this one would be the young Pachy, this one just being a repaint of the Jurassic Park Series 2 one. There'll be a review for this at some point later. But, yes. So yeah, I consider that one the young Pachy and this one being the adult Pachy. So this is the only time we've ever seen this figure. This figure was never repainted. Dang shame, in my opinion. I really like this figure. While it did have a goofy attack feature, which I will show you, it was just a really cool looking toy sculpt that Kenner did, of the Pachycephalosaurus that we saw in the movie, The Lost World Jurassic Park. And that being the first time this dinosaur was ever really seen on the big screen, I think. That was like the first time we ever saw a Pachycephalosaurus on the movie. I know, if you know a dinosaur movie with the Pachycephalosaurus that came out before 1997, post it in the comments, and you win a prize. Just kidding, but his action feature, lots of awesome detail on the head, I'm sorry. This being the head could kind of turn. Not much though. I wouldn't mess with it. I don't think it can go 360. But really awesome looking head on this guy for the Pachycephalosaurus. Kenner just nailed this. This being a figure from 1997, they absolutely just fucking nailed this. For a Pachycephalosaurus anyway. But his action feature, you can push his head back like that to lock it into place, and there's a button right here on his back. And then, here's what we do. I'ma get you! I'ma get you! Oh! And we just broke that guy's face. Now, that action feature you just witnessed right there can be used on any of the other Jurassic Park dinosaurs. Oh, headshot. Nothing can stop this dinosaur. Nothing can bring this Pachy down. It's the adult Pachy. So yeah. Really cool, powerful actually, attack feature. Locking this head back into place. Just listen. For a Jurassic Park toy, you got to be careful too with that, because like you can cause some damage to some of the other figures. You can see gets lots of scuffs on his head, but that just lets you know this guy lives up to his name, Ram Head. His capture gear didn't really work. It was more so just for looks. His head piece right here, when you put his head back, you slide. So this headpiece just goes right down into here like that. Slides into both of those. And it just rests on his head like that. Supposedly he can't attack like this because he's restrained. But, surprise, surprise, you press the button and he breaks out. Launching that way over there. Where the Pachycephalosaurus just got hit in the face. This little belt piece that just comes off, it's held on like the little backpacks that some of the other figures have. It's held on the exact same way. Piece comes off. Really neat, fun capture gear that hasn't been seen on another Jurassic Park dinosaur. So this being new capture gear we've seen, really cool. Surprising that they didn't add that little small clip that's usually missing. You all know what I'm talking about. That would usually go on the ankle. Surprised they didn't add that in, but posability, his legs can kind of move. They probably can go through 60, but mine are pretty tight for what they are, so I don't want to force it all the way around. Same with the arms. They can go until they basically like get hindered up and down. What you would expect from an old Kenner figure. Love the detail, like I said, on this guy. Really awesome detail for Pachy. And he's got Dino Damage. His Dino Damage piece right here. Hard plastic. Strange how it's not rubbery, but the whole figure's hard plastic, so it makes sense. But this being the same piece of flesh that was on the young Tyrannosaurus, just for the Pachy. It's not rubber, it's hard plastic. So can be kind of annoying to get in and out of here, but pretty cool. This figure's got Dino Damage. Some guts hanging in right there. And this blue piece goes up in here first. Like so. And then it's in. Won't fall out either. Really cool. This figure isn't really that hard to come by nowadays. It's pretty, I'd say, on the uncommon side. It's not really extremely rare or highly, highly sought after, but it is a really cool old Kenner piece from the Lost World, especially, so that earns it some bonus points. And the fact it looks just like the Crash artwork almost, or that it's based off that. So yeah, he can probably be found for anywhere from 20 bucks and under, and maybe you could just track him down in the package still if you're lucky enough for around 30 to 50, I'd say. So now it has come to that time. The final rating. What does this figure get? It doesn't get the awesome seal of approval, although it is really close. It gets probably around a 4.5 for me. I mean, the only thing, like I said, is when his head's in, the figure kind of looks goofy, like running around like this. But it's just for his action feature, so it's understandable. But it doesn't really take away too much from it. If you come across them and you like herbivores, or you like Pachycephalosaurus, give this figure a look, because it's a really badass figure that lives up to its name, ramming all this stuff with its head that just gets worn and torn, or with scuff marks. So yeah, thumbs up the video. Tell me what you guys think of the Lost World Pachy. Large adult Pachy, anyway. And let me know what you want to see next. There'll probably be reviews for these two guys at some point soon. Closing up the video, I'd just like to take this time to thank everyone that has subscribed to this channel and is supporting me. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate it. I'm almost at 400 now. That's great. So I'd like to give a special shout out to David Hakoa. He's got a really cool YouTube channel too. Go check his videos out. Jurassic Toys 2000 for helping with that JP Toys 97 logo that you've seen at the beginning of these videos. That was his doing, and then I just took it and remixed it and just fixed it or whatever and just made it that way, and it's what you see now. But yes. So yeah, take care guys. I'll be back. I'm not sure. There will be reviews soon.